Hi, my name is Jordan Allen, and this is my speech on what society needs. I want you to imagine yourself as a child for a moment. You're tired, you're scared, you've had a bad day. Where do you go? To mom, to dad, to your home. But now I want you to imagine yourself as a child, but this time your reality is not the same. You don't get to go home. You're surrounded by faces you do not know. You're placed in a new house again. And you're full of uncertainty and questions like, are they going to like me? Are they going to be nice to me? How long am I going to have to stay here? And will I ever get to go home? Now, these are questions you may have never had to ask yourself growing up. However, there's so many kids in our society that do. And these are the children that are placed within the foster care system. Growing up, I seemingly was surrounded by people with this reality. Whether it was friends from school, or I had parental friends who were house parents with Water Springs Ranch, and I even had a cousin who came to live with us for a time because she had been in the foster care system, moved around a lot, and even experienced some abuse while she was in there. Courtney quotes in his research paper that 33% of children who are reunited with their families within 2 years re-enter the foster care system. This is a really sad reality. And that's why I want to suggest that our society could really use more organizations such as Water Springs Ranch. I want to talk to you about what Water Springs Ranch is, how they help children in our society, and what are the long-term realities for these children who get placed in Water Springs Ranch. Water Springs Ranch was founded in 1989 by Carla and David Watley. They served in the foster care system for 2 years and decided that they wanted to reach more children than they were able to in the foster care system. So they created Water Springs Ranch. It is 120 acres with 6 houses that house 48 children total. So that's 8 children per house with 2 house parents. Their mission is found on their Who We Are website, and it states that their goal is to help children heal and restore, and their staff focuses on healing children and bringing into generational cycles such as hopelessness and fear, and gives them a new reality. They base everything on the love of Jesus, and when they encounter that love, that their life will never be the same. And so I would like to mention how Water Springs Ranch has really brought stability to these children. Being based on, centered on Jesus, they have Christian couples in each home, and they function as a family unit. So each child has a part in the household that they serve and have chores and responsibilities. They are able to wake up and go to school and be a kid, just play and heal and be looked after and have that consistent life of knowing what to expect when they come home from school, and they get to go to the grocery shopping and just do the normal things that normal kids should get to do with their parents. And another thing that Water Springs Ranch does is they offer a variety of services to these children. Education is one of those, another being extracurricular activities, and any kind of counseling that they may need, any kind of therapy they may need, that is available for them. And then if there's a child with special needs, they're even accommodated, which I think is wonderful. Long term, it's just a wonderful thing. Ultimately, Water Springs Ranch, their heart is to reunite children with their family. They can come in anywhere from being a newborn up to the age of 12, and they're welcome to stay till they're 18 years of age. The minimum time that a child spends at Water Springs Ranch is 2 years. Now, many times the children do not get reunited with their families, and they end up staying until they're 18. In this, there is an option for adoption. I think it's really cool that Water Springs Ranch, when families come in to adopt, or perhaps these children have already been adopted. As a matter of fact, a lot of the children that come to Water Springs Ranch, they have already been adopted out of the foster care system, and the parents who adopted them were just not equipped and were not prepared to care for a child that has been through traumatic experiences. So they bring them to Water Springs Ranch for help. Sometimes they get reunited with their adopted family, or their birthing family, whatever the situation may be. But many times they stay till they're 18. And if they are to go back to their family and they need counseling, they'll take the whole family as a unit and do counseling with the whole family, which I really love that factor. I think that that's really unique, and I think it's a good approach. Another beautiful thing, though, is when the children do end up staying until they're 18, they have a place to call home, and they have a door that's always opened. I have a friend who actually works at Water Springs Ranch, and she said that it's a really beautiful thing that when a child turns 18, they go off and they do their thing, and they come back and they visit. And she said, you reap the reward of investing in a child's life, because you get to see that the reality is not what it could have been. It's so much more. So, in closing, I would just like to suggest that our society would really benefit with more programs like Water Springs Ranch, because I want you to view it, these children, the ones that have experienced neglect and abuse and things like that and have been in the foster care system, I want you to imagine them like people out in the ocean, a big ocean, and they're drowning. Water Springs Ranch operates as a buoy that's thrown out, and it's a life-saving experience for so many of them. So many children would have never experienced the healing and the encouragement and the life-giving qualities of Water Springs Ranch had this couple not chose to create this organization. And so I just want to encourage you to hear what I'm saying with our society needing more organizations like Water Springs Ranch. Thank you.